Just looking at the on the back, the people usually watch that screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see there is a lot of. So I see you, but I don't see the outline of your. Basically, I see the outline of your energy sphere, but the outline of your energy bodies are like in nebula in some sort of fog. I have to go through this fog, and as if I had to turn the light on to look, because it's like dark, very thick gray fog. And then I see different things hanging off of the top of your energy sphere, like the almost like the cording system all around. And the whole energy sphere looks like a mechanical ball. Kind of reminds me the idea of like they build up the moon. It's like so it's like the structure inside. It's like an exoskeleton made out of metallic, um, kind of like different shapes, sticks and things like that, like a exoskeleton literally of a sphere.
Mm-hmm.
And it's holding your sphere in at a certain diameter, so you cannot expand. And I also see inside of you, it's almost like you, but it's not you. I mean, it's like your energy body. I see it now because I came from the back.
Mm-hmm.
It's overlaid with this long, tall figure of this, like the being of light. And he's all like, he pulled all your energy. That's why I didn't see the outline of your energy body.
Mm-hmm.
He pulled all your energy inside, and he looks very much taller than you are. Like his head sticks out, but
Mm-hmm.
he's thin and tall and lean inside of you. And the sides of your energy, they're like fading away. They just like you can't see the arms and everything that you normally see.
Mm-hmm.
And he's saying she's mine, and I sell parts of her. And I see the different cords, like dark blue cords going to as different connections.
Mm-hmm.
And I see a gray, like this medium, like Ibens, those grays, like that figure
Mm-hmm.
in a
Mm-hmm.
suit, actually. And here's the one who's holding the cord. There's kind of like a dragon hybrid mixed with insectoid, which is hard to describe because it's like a dragon with a little bit of the ants have those antennas
Mm-hmm.
and the long neck, and he's dark, kind of darkish, kind of shiny black color. Um, and then there's like, it looks like a Egyptian. What came to me is like Egyptian cat, like a statue of a cat. It's very big, but it's a sarcophag. It's totally, and it's standing up. And I see it's like it's big. It's made out of feels like rock, but polished rock,
Mm-hmm.
and it's kind of like brown with little streaks of beige.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a different connection. But there's also others come. It's almost like he built this exoskeleton, and he keeps your energy sphere as a headquarters for connecting your energy um, trading your energy, connecting your energy that he possesses for building up and supporting the structure of the, he said, black and red structure. Let's see what it is. Black and red structure. Here you go again, the Pope, the experiments. He says the black and red goo. There's a regional red goo that is more biological. There's a black goo that is more AI based technology, replicating the red goo. The red goo is needed for the engine of the matrix, and it's built like the clock. When you open the clock, you see those spinning wheels, they're all
Yeah.
connected.
Yeah.
And I see it's like the red goo, it's almost like our blood but condensed. And I just understood some strange thing that what they're pressuring people to do is they want people to condense their blood. How they want to do it, there's different ways to do it. Through medications, through substances, through things they inject into you. And that condensed, it's like it's like precious for them or something. Because in etheric, I see like a huge, like a huge field. Uh, it's like a huge laboratory in the etheric, and there's like etheric bodies lying down, and I feel like they're depleted of like they sucked out their blood, and there's this strange tubes for standing on the floor next to their beds on the left,
Mm-hmm.
and there's this thing that goes like it makes it condense
Like,
thick, like it turns it into gel, like a goo thing. And they say that this is based on the biological, physical, and etheric bodies that they needed for the engine of the matrix to continue to exist.
so this entity is using my energy to do that.
Yeah,
Is this
yeah.
a good thing or bad thing?
No, it's all a bad thing. And because he's supporting the also the religious egregor and the Pope and the Vatican and all the other religions all around the world. It doesn't matter, it's all one religion, really, just different names.
And even the cat
Same
also doing
system.
that?
No, cat is different. It's leading to you. You look like a tall man with a beard. And you are in some tunnels under the pyramids with a long stick. And I see you talking to those um, dogman like people, with the dog heads, like wolf heads.
Yeah.
And
We have Egyptian gods that have dog head, and the
right,
other one have the horse. You know horse?
right, yeah, I don't see the horse, I see the dog.
Anubis.
Yeah, and I see you being a like dark-skinned man with a like bright white beard with this like big stick in your hand, and it's like glowing. It's glowing like bright white energy crystal or something. And I feel the stick is alive, like it has consciousness in it. And this is like you're holding it real tight, like it's your power in it. Um, as if you're possessing some soul, and the soul is condensed in a stick, and the soul has special abilities, and because you also have, I feel like the whole thing, like you walk into this room, and I see here's the made out of crystal box. And here's some sort of cube, but it's like black. You say it's a black magic cube. Looks like shungite type material. I don't know what stone it is.
Mm-hmm.
Um, everything is like has human soul, in it.
And how
All the objects. Yeah.
can you see how can I get out of this entities that controlling my energy? Because this is how I feel, Oksana, that I feel that I have real power, but I don't know how to access it, or something is preventing me from accessing my power or my intuition. I'm very intuitive, but something is blocking me, and I don't know how
I,
to get rid of that.
I know I'm at some sort of etheric factory right now. It's connected. It's like the Plato, what it's called, the basically the platform,
Hmm.
etheric, and above there's a big spaceship. And on the spaceship, I see those um whites, tall whites, and I feel like they have labs there. They basically controlling and observing, and everybody has to do what they tell them to do, because there's mantis, there's grays, and there's some reptilians, but they're more like watching. They're more like guards. They look more like crocodile types in military suits.
Hmm.
And I see them mixing. They do something very strange. Like they take the energy from your. There is a machine in your uterus. It looks like it's like a different rings put together, like, and they create like a ball, a sphere, and each ring holds the energy. They take one ring, it's like a container of energy, and they take it, has your DNA, your energy, and they put it in the tube. They inject into it the black goo, the red goo,
Hmm.
and there's some other yellow substance like bright yellow serum.
Like gold.
Something like this, and then it becomes like a. I feel like it's like a soul, an artificial soul type thing that has 10% of your energy to activate some superhuman race, or but it's more like a cyborg race type thing. But they have the I see them like this. I see like they're gonna have the human looking body, but but it's like inside it's like cyborg, but it would also have this etheric body for running on this 10% of your own energy, and that one would have some of the particular through that body they could control the cyborg body type thing, and then they could like put it back in, take it out, and do more experiments while it's participating in battles or whatever missions. They can continue working on that one as an imprint or as a copy of the original one.
Hmm.
It's not called etheric. It's just like a double, like printed out version
Huh.
that they can improve. And so I mean it's just like a huge production, because I see multiple things everywhere um
That's
going
why I'm
on.
lost.
Yeah, but that's also like it's really weighing you down, because first of all you're energy depleted. Second of all, they keep using this huge massive implant in your uterus. Also, it's like on the ears you have like almost like inserted headphones or earbuds with the cords. Two goes to the jaws and two goes to the temple area.
Hmm.
That's something to connect you with them, those waves to their lab in the
Mm-hmm.
spaceship above because they need to know particular the times um, during the there's particular times when those rings get filled up with your energy. I don't know how it works, but it seems like when you go through certain events in your life that they want you to go through and you produce certain amount of energy through those antennas in your temple areas, those implants in the ears, they get a signal, beep beep, filled up, ready to be taken. And that's when they take them, they create more of those most artificial souls with the 10% of yours.
That's stunning. I need to get rid of them. I don't know how. I
No,
need
you
your help
you're
to get
gonna
rid of them.
you're gonna get rid of them now. We're just kind of like explaining to your physical part right now what is going on so you
Hmm.
understand.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, what you're doing now, you opened for me all the energetic bodies, and I see multiple cords running in vertical position, and those cords are almost like the wiring systems throughout your body because the wiring system connects to the core of your energy sphere, which is artificially created also.
hmm,
So you're like one entity, but you're totally controlled. It's like you can't really do anything you want, but they
yeah,
whatever they let you do, you
yeah.
you can. So let's go all the way back. Let's just freeze all of this with all those and go back to the moment how you and the moment is right in this life. It's this Egyptian life. It's a god.
This life or
You
past life?
no, that's a parallel or past life. You call yourself like a Gorus, Gorus the second. I don't know what it is, but that's the name of you in the body of that guy in that parallel
Gerges.
life of yours.
How about Gerges?
So yeah, something like this.
This is my father's name.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, and you got this long beard and this outfit. It's like shiny. There's a lot of metal and gold in it and stones.
yeah.
And you put together a contract. I see you sitting at this desk, which is really interesting. Desk, I don't even know what material it's made out. It's like it doesn't belong to Earth. But you're signing something by touching it with that stick that you have, and that stick it's like a stamp.
Hmm.
It's like energetic stamp of your will put in on paper,
Mm-hmm.
and it leaves like this red big round mark on it,
Hmm.
and and it's almost like the outer outline of an like an eagle or somebody like some bird. Looks like a bird, but only like the
Eagle.
profile of an eagle. Yeah, something like this.
That god Ra. We have Egyptian god called Ra in Egypt. Ra. Ra.
Hmm.
And I don't know how to explain. I think he's
I
you know
heard, yeah. I mean I just don't I never remember all those things, but I did some investigations on I know what you mean. Yeah.
yeah, because one time I went to a Reiki session, Reiki healing,
Mhm. Yes.
and
Right.
he came to the lady that was doing the Reiki, and he said that this she's mine, or I'm here to help her. I don't know. I don't remember what exactly he said, but I feel connected to the ancient Egyptian. I don't know how, but this is what I feel.
Right. It's like yeah, it's when you were talking about it, there is a seagull. He almost like came from that seal, and he wears some sort of crown on his head with a big, like red rock here shining.
Yeah, he
It,
has the sun disk on his head.
oh, okay, yeah,
He's
it
the
looks
sun
like a
god.
crown.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you basically told him that you'll be his slave, and you'll be worshiping him and helping him out for the good of humanity, as you thought back then, because you didn't come from Earth. You clearly came from, and I came Sirius B first, but then Andromeda galaxy, and
Like sea, you mean I came from water?
I saw Sirius B first, and I feel like you had life there at the surface.
Mm.
It's a water planet, but there is surface there too. There are beings who live on the surface. There's amphibian ones, there's the ones, it depends what dimension also.
Mm.
But then I see Andromeda also, and I see Venus. You've been there too. And these are the three that you mostly kind of know I've been to. But I feel like you're always, I don't actually see you on the planet's surface. Now that I'm looking closer, I see you on the spaceship. The spaceship is like, it's not, but it's not flat. It kind of like goes like this and has the windows all around.
Mm.
And it's like, and when you get closer to the windows, you really see inside. There's this large reclined seats, and there is like an area with this big table. The table has slits, like, um, how to explain? It's almost like designed a certain way that each member has his own place. Um, and the chairs are like right by each spot in each chair, which one.
Mm.
I kind of like feel they almost carry different energies too,
Mhm.
and partially consciousness of the being who goes and sits in it when they have like meetings.
Mhm.
And you're always like on a spaceship, but you anchor to the planet. And that's when it's like a negotiation ship. That's what you call. You come to negotiate things because you're all about the DNA and information. DNA carries information.
Mhm.
Some species ask you, you're like on a mission to help others to improve their DNA or their abilities lost in the process of some technical evolution,
Mhm.
which took over spiritual, and then they regretted about their abilities or characteristics lost, and they're trying to ask other beings through you as a diplomat type thing
Mm.
to use their DNA to get their abilities back, like something like this.
Huh.
It's a very kind of, you say it's a tedious process, but it's it's for those beings not to lose themselves,
Mm.
because sometimes you get into um, technical part of evolution, and then you kind of lose the spiritual aspect to it,
Mhm.
and that's when the things happen, like it happened to some beings, like you're saying reptilians, for instance. um, they started getting into this, we are perfect warriors, let's improve our worry aspect through
Mm,
technology, and then they forgot who they are, and most of them lost souls,
mhm.
um, like that. So you just basically came to Earth back then to negotiate, because this like the race of humans on Earth, there were a lot of them who survived Atlantis, and so like I feel like they needed some also DNA of those,
Mm,
as because they were perfect, the very their durability, their endurance, their will, their
mm,
they're very strong, and you wanted to improve um their race.
mm,
See, I feel like there's some war. It's like a war. You're saying there was a war zone going on there in between those blue-eyed and blonde, like kind of Atlanteans,
mm,
and the other races that came also to Earth to improve it. But at that point, they started manipulating the genes and inserting Draco reptilian genes,
mhm,
and started creating conflicts in between different star races on
mm,
Earth before that wasn't the case. And you just wanted to negotiate a lot of that, and also get the samples of DNA because you felt like Earth could follow some of the history of the planets that did not survive wars
mm,
like that in between races, and they
mm,
completely destroyed their planet. And that way, but then it's that's when the whole thing started. It's like multi-layered control system of different star races fighting with each other over Earth, over races, over their DNA in different races of people on Earth. Um, you basically told him that if he preserves all the DNAs of different star races and different people and never lets the war happen between, and never lets any race go extinct completely, then you would serve him until the future which you foresaw back then. You saw it, that this would be over. There would be the era of non-war, of only peace here. But you also saw that there was gonna be a lot of wars caused by different alien species who are really
mm.
malevolent here. And you're saying you're a watcher, you're an observer. You decided you could stay here as an observer, and you really wanted to remember who you are and your strengths.
Yeah.
But then you've had 336 lives, and you got
336.
yeah, and you got really tired of this,
You
and
know,
you basically got tangled up in all this information from all your lives.
yeah, let me tell you something. Since I was a kid, I told you about this Ra, and Ra is associated with Horus Eye. And since I was a kid, all my books, all my notebooks that I study at, I draw an eye like I'm watching you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And I
there
didn't
you go.
recognize that until she told me about this Ra. But I don't, of course, I don't remember or I don't recall any contract that I had with him. But I feel connected to him. I don't know how. And I wish that I can get rid of this bad entities that are taking my energy because I feel drained. You know what I mean?
Right. Wow, it's very powerful too. I mean, you're very powerful. But the I, because it's like your subconscious was trying to tell your conscious mind to remind you to evoke your memory about how it all started, all your interference.
Yeah.
So right now you put all these entities. First of all, you put that guy, the wolf head guy, in front.
Mm-hmm.
I see a table with a contract. You told him to bring it. I see that um, draconian type hybrid black also in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
I see that Ibn. I see the one male, very tall Nordic figure.
Mm.
And I see that one finally came out of you. He's super tall. He's like 9 feet tall. Um, totally existing on your energy. He gets up to 75% of your energy, that
Oh.
one being of light inside of you. So they all came out and you froze them all and you're taking out these ear plugs with the cords here and there,
Mm-hmm.
like antennas out of your ears. I see them, red ones, blue,
Mm-hmm.
and you're holding them in your hands. So I'm telling you to open the portal. You draw a portal like a door, and you open it and throw it out. You make it like bright yellow, like gold,
Mm-hmm.
and you create a bowl, metallic bowl, and you put this contract in with that seal, and you just burn it to ashes, to dust. You also open that same very portal and put the whole bowl in there with the ashes. So you destroy the contract. You actually, just to make sure, I see you going here to that very spot in that tunnel in that room where you signed the contract and you unsign it like you never signed it.
Mm-hmm.
And he gets very mad, but you show him that you got the stick and you can turn him into stone with a stick. That's what you tell him. He gets scared and he walks away.
Mm-hmm.
And that big thing in your uterus, the rings multiple was a big sphere.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I was just like having some kind of a baby kicking me inside my uterus, and I don't know what's going on. And before, I feel like, do you know, like electric current when when you get hit and you feel like electric current in your arm. I
Mm-hmm.
always have this feeling in my uterus before this kicking. I always
Right.
have while I'm sitting doing anything or just like working or something. I feel like electric current is like pulling out of me. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, because the energies were going all the way there. They were like pulling all the energies from top of your head down to your uterus, collecting exactly there.
So after I threw this contract, I should be feeling free to and get gain my energy and power back.
Right. You just took the ball out. It looks like a purple metal, bright purple metal, and you're throwing it out in the portal also. And I
Mm-hmm.
see it's like melting and burning inside with fire.
Mm-hmm.
And you got some, it's like three thin bracelets on each wrist. It's almost like a reminder for you and also keeping you chained to that metallic sphere, which you actually taking those off,
Mm-hmm.
throwing them in the portal, and all of a sudden you create this stick that you had, this an Egyptian life,
Mm-hmm.
and you bang it on the floor, and the whole metal is melting into this yellow golden kind of
Mm-hmm.
puddle of liquid gold,
Mm-hmm.
and you're just opening a portal and it just like all goes down in the drain.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't see this exoskeleton that was supporting and holding your energy sphere anymore.
That's good.
I just see your energy is like yellowish, like kind of sun kind of energy, pretty warm. Like I feel like the warmth in my palms, and and then since you opened the energy bodies before, you can shoot fire from your hands. So you're just doing this was like a fire, like this machine, like they
Yeah.
mold, they metal. So you're kind of like you looked at me and said, I'm just burning up all the residue of all the stuff, all the energies.
Cleaning.
They, yeah, cleaning. They've they've put me through so many things on this contract. Everything basically I did in life, almost everybody I met in my life, he was on this contract. Every relationship, every
In my
person,
life.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was on that contract described. So you're cleansing your mental, emotional body because there was a lot of fear, and that fear was kind of making your energy dispersed and almost numb around you.
Mm-hmm.
So you took like a layer of it, it's almost like a skin of a snake, and threw it out. And so you cleansed your mental, emotional bodies. Um, I see like hundred DNA strands, and you said I never let them touch my DNA. My DNA is untouchable because I'm looking. It's like it really is. They could not manipulate it even if they wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because there's something about it. When you touch it, it goes like I hear this, like when you touch the glass, ding, 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 like it becomes hard.
Mm-hmm.
It changes its structure when somebody tries to manipulate it or do something with it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it's like, yeah, it's like this yellowish color too.
I'm sorry to cut you, but when I had this Reiki session with this lady, her name is Claudia.
Hmm.
And when she told me about this Ra, that he came and he said that he's helping me all the time since I was born. And he told her that I need to wear yellow all the time, or if I cannot wear yellow all the time, I have to carry a yellow, any yellow object with me. You know what I mean?
Mm, because it's the energy of the sun you carry in you. It's a golden energy type thing.
Yeah.
But that was the correct part. The guy was you since your birth, but he wasn't helping you. He was actually taking your energy. So you opened us this big gates. They're like double portal with two gates, and you opened it and told all the beings to go there and disconnect from you.
Thank
Because
God.
as they go, I see the laboratory disappearing because you sent the information to all the bodies
Mm.
who were there, and they would take their etheric blood out, and you basically you made them wake up. It's like a wave of energy coming from you. It's like the golden energy of the sun. It just made them, shocked them with warmth, and they opened their eyes and they just fled. It's like little spheres of light flood that lab,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a panic on that ship. I feel like there's more than, 1,000 those Nordic beings on it. It's a huge giant ship.
Oh my God.
And we're doing this artificial soul slash cyborg project. Oh, connected with George. So I mean, they're pretty much done. Everything's falling apart for them.
Thank God. So now I
But
can celebrate that I'm being freed from these entities.
yeah, but because that guy who are you in that Egyptian light, life, he just turned around, looked at you, and said, "What do you mean, thank God? You're God. You know that, right?"
I am God or he is God?
Yeah, I see his like very dark blue eyes, like really profound. It's almost like water, and they're very deep. No, he's saying that you're God, he's God, like we're all gods. We all
Uh-huh.
came here as gods, but they turned us into slaves.
Uh-huh.
And they took the terminology, they took the status of us
Mm.
unto themselves. They hid it from us.
Yeah.
So they hid the truth, and we just suffering from amnesia, basically. That's what he's saying.
This is the Gergis uh, the Gergis.
Yeah, that which who is you in that life. And
Oh.
all the lives are running in parallel, like a carousel.
Mm-hmm.
Your essence is in the middle of the carousel, and all the horses are your lives.
Mm.
And in circle, constantly. That's why you can jump from one life to another and see what was going on there. But you you basically you sent like a powerful this bright yellow wave, golden wave throughout all your lives to change the events, to mold everything into a positive outcome in every life as opposed to what used to be according to the contract,
Mm-hmm.
to make it all positive because we're moving into a positive timeline. Because right now it's a kind of like 50-50 because it's merged.
Yeah.
Um, and that's where we'll only be surrounded by positive events and things like that. So you have to change everything before you move there. And everybody seems to be doing that. And we also do it when our physical bodies are asleep. And, if you're clean, and some days you might still feel like tired, but
Mm-hmm.
that's when you know that you go and do something to help humanity race.
Yeah.
Um, so it's
Is there
basic.
any advice that you can give me that to keep my myself safe from these entities in case they might try to get
Come
back?
back.
Mm-hmm.
They usually do try to get back the first week, but it's just their helpless attempts to do so. They would try to mm, project some dreams from outside of your energy sphere, but it would feel like fake, or you would definitely know that they're just trying to scare you.
Mm-hmm.
But since you know how it works now, they would always try to lie to you or try you to sign something or make you agree to something, which, you just program yourself to deny and disagree and refuse everything in your dreams
Mm-hmm.
before you go to sleep, and then it's going to be fine.
Okay, so just before I go to sleep, I have to not consent and I refuse and disagree with anything happens, right?
Right, yeah. Yeah, you
Okay.
disagree to even participate in their projections because it's usually holographic
Mm-hmm.
projections they're trying to put around your energy sphere so you see a dream.
Mm-hmm.
But they would feel like kind of stupid and dreams are nonsense dreams.
Mm.
But yeah, it's they always try and they try to also use people around you to try to disbalance you,
Mm.
to make you produce negative emotions or feelings.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just the way of life, so we have to work on ourselves every day
Yeah.
to understanding that since we are gods and creators of everything, including our emotions and feelings, we have to watch our emotions and feelings. Or if we create them, we can turn them into something. positive. Like in
Hmm.
every situation, there's a positive aspect. Every situation leads to something new and positive, even if you view it as a negative at the moment.
Hmm.
But yeah, things like that, like you always have to be analyzing your actions, thoughts,
Yeah.
and feelings.
Yeah, and I even that have felt that this energy that I have drained, that prevent me from meeting my love of the life, or you know what I mean. I don't
They
have.
were right. They were holding you inside that energy sphere. They didn't want you to move because if you met somebody, you would be giving your energy to that person,
Mm.
no? Not to them anymore. But
But
that's why.
yeah, so can you see if there is somebody's coming after that near in
Mm-hmm.
near future?
Yeah, I do see actually two timelines with two different people. Yeah. But it depends on what vibration you're gonna be. You'll meet
Mm.
one of them. But yeah, you just need somebody for emotional support, for mental, support to talk to, things like that,
Yeah,
to enjoy your life with.
exactly. Been married twice, never enjoyed my life.
Yeah, because those marriages were, marriages are
Destructive.
used to program your life and to manipulate you from doing what you want to do.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, everything looks fine, looks good. And a year from now, I just see like this. Everything's like with yellow flowers. I mean, you're already creating in your energy sphere this big, that's gotta be from one of those planets you observed. It's like big balls made out of yellow flowers. They're little. Like there's this big flowers. They're round with white little flowers.
Mm.
Looks like a dandelion, but this one's yellow. This yellow color. It's like, yeah,
So
but
I have to stick to the yellow color. It me.
I'm saying the same thing like the other person said. It's kind of funny. Yeah, she definitely read your aura, and that's why she told you to kind of match physically your aura,
Mm-hmm.
your energetic, makeup.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's your warm, the energy of warmth of the sun. That's what who you are, and you're also very precise and diplomatic. I mean that's kind of your mission is like that. You
Mm-hmm.
can calculate clearly what you want, how the outcome is going to be from the situation now,
Mm-hmm.
and that's kind of what you've been doing. But your subconscious says you've been stuck here for a little bit too
Yeah,
much.
I wanna refresh my subconscious and remind myself with all my powers, all my skills. You know, one of the readers told me that you have been a witch in the past life, Egyptian past life, and my mother's name, my real physical mother's name is Isis, and I feel
Mm,
also connected to Isis, this Egyptian goddess as well.
yeah, I see big wings.
Yeah, yeah. So the Egyptian goddess is Isis. My physical mom, her name was Isis, and she was, excuse me, she was, I mean, not very well educated, like the high school educated. You know that at this
Mm-hmm.
time the women does not continue to go to college, and they got married and got. But she was very powerful, strong, giving me the strength to move forward and advising me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, well, that's what counts. because she knew that a lot of this information is distorted, misinterpreted. Everything basically is upside down. And there's so many timelines. It took here and there from different timelines, put together a brand new story and try to figure out, what is truth, what it's not. And plus, time doesn't really exist.
Yeah.
So it goes like in a spiral continuously. So, yeah, she was a wise woman. But I see a life in Mesopotamia that she had, and there's like where the Gaza Strip is. There's life there too. A lot of those like kind of dry places was a lot of sun, that kind of climate.
Deserts, you mean?
Yeah,
Yeah, we have a lot of desert in Egypt.
yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, you just that's the thing in your DNA. You carry the knowledge of how so-called magic works. Magic is just based on the laws of the universe, laws of this physical reality connected to the laws with the laws of the universe, and you can manipulate energy just by knowing all those laws. How they can connect,
Yeah.
and that's what they all about the magic and all this.
So I have to expect getting back my skills and remember all this powerful skills in the next few months, right?
It's more like 8 months. That's what your subconscious says.
Mm-hmm.
But some of the things you cannot do because you have the physical body. But right now, what the planet needs is the connection of the soul, human connection to the planet soul,
Uh-huh.
and blossoming of those energies together. And that's kind of like the magic. The magic is about creating something in your head and then putting it into action and seeing it in the physical, basically being at the physical level, physical uh, dimension.
Mm-hmm.
So just everything is a frequency, and frequencies dictate how much you can create and how fast you can create.
Yeah, I'm trying to
Density.
raise my frequency as much as I can. But life happens, or like we say, shit happens
Mm,
sometimes and make drag me down. But usually I'm trying to get up and raise my vibration and tell myself everything is going to be okay, nothing to be worried about, all this stuff.
right. Yeah, I mean, at this level we are at, this density, I mean, it's always goes, you know,
Up
it's
and
never
down.
stably.
Yeah.
It's never stable. It's like a wave. Any wave, it goes like this. But it's pretty much on every planet. I mean, things happen, and we kind of know when we go into this game, we just want to feel ourselves in the body, not just like energy, but being able to control the body. Like, you get yourself a new remote controlled car and you get inside the car and drive it
Mm-hmm.
in a different reality. But this reality got screwed up and taken over and manipulated.
Yeah.
And we're just gonna take it back to into our hands again because that's our creation, it's not theirs.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, everything's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
They're very strong.
I need your advice that I want to buy gold or silver. What do you think I should go with, silver or gold?
According to your energy, it would be gold, but I also feel like you shouldn't be preoccupied about, did you shoot get it. It's up to you.
Mm,
I know a lot of people are trying to do that these days, but I also feel like they're trying to create anxiety in the air because they don't like that the financial system is going to change,
mm,
and they want the people who know about it produce negative energy and of anxiety or rush to do some particular things, you know.
mm.
So, and I feel like if you can, yeah, you can get it. I mean, it's not gonna go to waste, of course,
Yeah.
but at the same time, just don't feel like, you must do it because of survival aspect. Never think of anything of like based on survival instinct because that leads you, that's closer connected to fear,
Oh,
which when you're fearful deep down, you make crazy mistakes.
you're
And
right. You're right.
you,
I was just going to buy this, just like an investment, like they say that the silver and the silver specifically is gonna go high later on. So I
mhm.
was just, because I cashed out my 401k, and
Mhm.
I don't want to put it in the market because the stock market is going crazy. So I cashed out my, and I wanted to put it in something like safe, like silver and gold,
Yeah,
just
those will be
not to lose the,
safe.
yeah, not to
Uh,
lose the money value. You know that inflation right now is crazy.
Right. Yeah, if you would ask me, like, people ask me about, because your subconscious says, like, those cryptocurrencies, like, it says, but when you talk about the actual physical, right?
Gold and silver.
Yeah, the coins or whatever,
Mm.
they you say yes to yourself
Yeah, yeah,
because it's something that you can hold, you have it. You know what I mean? It's not that virtual something.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Because they are speaking a lot about cryptocurrency, about Shiba now,
Totally.
XLR or something. But I'm not convinced. I feel suspicious about them.
I don't feel like it's just a transitional thing. It's gonna be converted into something. It's not gonna last. I feel like and also you were standing right here and just shaking your head because I'm reading your information. Really, it's not from me.
Mm.
Um, because that the crypto, it's been used by some other dark forces also
Mm.
for paying for slaves, for
Yeah.
technology, for all this, and it's not gonna last long.
Hmm.
But also people who own it, they're not gonna lose, they're gonna have a chance to convert it into something.
Yeah.
So either way, you're gonna be fine. So there's no reason to be scared
Afraid
or
of.
yeah.
And I have another question that I have still one. My middle son is still in Egypt. Immigration paper is still stuck in the, national visa center. Uh, can you see when the paper is gonna reach him, or he can receive the paper and come here to the state? Still in Egypt, and his wife and his baby that he never see, 3 years old here in America and California.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see 2023 is a big year for that, but before there are gonna be a lot of reforms. That's what I see, like the word as a word translated from your soul to you. And you're gonna be able also to go see them. It's either way you choose.
So
But
he's not
I
gonna come before 2023.
I I see that there is like a big year of freedom, but for this timeline we are right now, but look at this way. This
Mm,
timeline we are right now,
mm,
we can flip it and change it into an accelerated time.
yeah.
So it can be faster. So don't like focus on the numbers. Even
Mm,
like your subconscious said, no, no, I mean you're gonna take 8 months to develop your get your abilities back. I mean, it can be faster, it can be longer.
mm-hmm.
Can't just like because the expectations of particular time can also kill the results.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't just I would just focus on working because you also work in the physical level to develop them, but
Mm,
not hard, not pushing hard, by just listening more to inside of yourself, noticing,
mm,
how you react, how you think, how you feel, things like that.
uh-huh.
So, but I see you together with them, so as an end result, so it's gonna be fine.
Yeah. Hopefully.
No, it's definitely gonna, I mean, everybody's gonna be together with whatever people they're trying to reunite with in their family. It's just a matter of time. Right now, it's like unfolding fast, and we're going at full speed as a train filled
Mm,
with people. I
mm.
see people holding flags, banners, like people are tired of this nonsense, and that's just like it's going fast.
I wish
But
we get rid of this bullshit tyranny as soon as possible.
well, it's gonna end. We're gonna cross this finish line and be winners. So
Yeah.
think about being a winner already. So because that's why we came here. We wouldn't have come here to help with all this nonsense, with all this game that went crazy, without knowing that everything will be fine at the end. Because we
Yeah.
are the ones who created the game to begin with.
Yeah.
Well, it got taken over here and there, but we're still the creators. We're in charge, not them. So we're just showing them now who's in charge, and it's just like a spiritual battle, mostly. Also physical, but
Yeah. Yeah.
start in there.
So I
I
have
mean, it's all
another question.
done.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
have another question. On my nightstand, I have a statue of Ra and a statue of the cat. And I think I have to get rid of this Ra statue.
the cat. That's sarcophagus in the shape of a cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a reminder to you of this Ra that he had a contract
Yeah, I'm
with
gonna
the
get
group.
rid of this Ra. But and the cat too. And actually, because I have this the dog face creature, I have this rock statue, I have the dog face creature statue, I have the cat statue. But I'm a cat lover. I love, and I have a cat at my home.
Well, I actually do. I like when I open Skype, I basically I realized like somehow know you or your energy or whatever. And I think I know you through Series B people, I call them. I know just like my group, like I just know souls who touched energetically, or
Yeah, I feel connected to you too. I don't know how, but I feel like I have some kind of connection.
it's all about the cats. I like cats too.
Yeah, my my cat is tuxedo one, the black with the white shirt, and white
Mm,
gloves.
right. Yeah, and it's basically shows you your own spirit, what animal you love, and your connection also spiritually, DNA, etheric DNA wise.
Yeah,
Because I mean, I'm like a cat in a way, and I know you're too.
yeah,
Because we like to be independent, we form our opinion, and nobody can, pressure
exactly.
us to change it.
My ex-husband or my last husband was used to tell me that. He used to tell me, "You are like a cat." Yeah, I am. I feel like a cat.
Exactly. So, I mean, it's a good thing. right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah.
Do you see anything else for me?
No, just like you said to yourself, everything happens for a reason. We agreed to meet up there, to meet here, down here in the physical.
Yeah.
We hold meetings everywhere. We meet everywhere. And we know all our incarnations in other places. So we kind of form a group and then we meet in that group at every incarnation
Mm-hmm.
we can. So that's how it goes, you know. But at the same time, we are very independent. But
Yeah.
we do need each other to win the battle
Yeah.
sometimes.
To support each other. Yeah.
Mhm.
Exactly.